Mangalmatri students, today we start trigonometry. In trigonometry we start the inverse of trigonometry. Firstly we have to know the concept, basic concept. As we know, if tan theta equal to tan 30 degree, then theta is equal to 30 degree. If sin a equal to 1 by 2, it means 1 by 2 is the value of sin 30 and we get a equal to 30 degree. If tan 45 equal to 1, then we can write in this manner tan inverse 1 equal to 45 degree. Again we see if x equal to sin y, then we can write this function as in this manner y equal to sin inverse x. Now let's see some functions, their domain and their ranges. Here are 6 trigonometrical functions. We have categorized in two manner. Firstly, in the first category is in sin inverse x, tan inverse x and cos inverse x. Why we written in the same pattern, in the same group? Because all of you can see this the range of these function will be minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Let's see, tan inverse x, the range will be minus pi by 2, pi by 2, and cos inverse x is also minus pi by 2, pi by 2. But again we see the sin inverse x, we know the value of the sin, we know the value of sin lies between minus 1 and 1, and the range will become minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 in the closed interval, because the value of sin pi by 2 and minus pi by 2 is fixed. Again we see tan inverse x, if we see the domain of it, it will be all the real numbers, because we know the tan value start from 0 to infinite. If we take the range of it, it will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and it is open interval, because we know that the tan's value is not fixed. So we apply here the open interval. Now let's see the cos inverse x. The range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but 0 is not included it. So we minus 0 it. If we focus on the domain, it will be minus infinite to finite, but 0 is not included it. Now we see that all three values, all three functions, sin inverse x, tan inverse x and cos inverse x, we put in the same category, because all the values of range is lie between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. We can see now in the second group, these values are cos inverse x, tan inverse x and sec inverse x. If we focus on these ranges, all the ranges lies between 0 and pi here, 0 and pi, 0 and pi and 0 pi. The basic difference is this is the closed interval and this is the open interval. Again this is the closed interval. Why? Because we know the value of the cos will be minus 1 and 1. It is fixed value. So we apply the closed interval. Where the value will be fixed, there we apply the closed interval. Again we see the cot inverse x, the domain will be R. So the range will become 0 to pi, because it is an open interval. Now let's see the last part, sec inverse x. The range will be minus infinite to 5, but 0 is also not included in here. So we remove the 0 here. If we see the range of it is 0 to pi minus pi by 2. Why? Because we know that sec pi by 2 is not defined. So we excluded pi by 2 here. If we see on the graph, we know that this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third, and this is the fourth one. We have to understand that no value will lie in the third quadrant. That means third quadrant is vanish here, because all the ranges is lie between first, second and third. If we focus on the sin inverse x, tan inverse x and the cos inverse x, all the values will lie between 1 and third quadrant, because we know this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is minus pi by 2. So we have shown that all the values of sin inverse x, tan inverse x and cos inverse x, the range will be on from first quadrant to fourth quadrant. If we see the second group range from 0 to pi, that means it lie between first and second quadrant. This table is very important to complete the questions which are proceeding. So firstly we have to go through this table, we have to learn it by heart, then we can solve the other questions. Thank you, have a nice day.